War. That's the theme for today. For the workout. War. 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 So every day is a fight. That's what we dealing with. This is why we deal with mental, physical, mental, spiritual fight. You understand? So this is something that you just have to embrace. Ever since you've been born, ever since we was born, you've been in a fight. You understand me? A fight to hold on to your shit, a fight to hold on to self. Even on a scientific level, the cells constantly dying, constantly burning. You understand? This is an aggressive atmosphere. You understand? We don't know it, we don't see it as such, but take a piece of metal or take anything and put it outside, and it's going to deteriorate. You understand me? It's a fight. So I'm trying to look at this camera. Okay. It's going to be a fight. You understand me? So that's one thing we got to relegate. And what's a whole bunch of fights? A whole bunch of fights is a war. War, 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 war. Whole bunch of fights is a war. You understand me? So that's part of my energy. I did my energy, and confrontation is an aspect of it. So I might not be speaking to your energy. You might have some things going on different than myself, but my experience has been fight and war. You understand me? Since I've been here, as a black man, as anything, anybody in any situation. You seeing rich white kids killing their parents, so they going through mental, physical, and all types of spiritual battles also. So we all going through war. We all going through fight. What this is about, is being about that. If you're going to be going through some adversity that we're going to classify as a fight. You understand me? For the purposes, I just like taking things and using them as a motivator tool to work out. You understand me? And a fight is that, and you have to understand in life, this is what you are experiencing on a daily basis. When I talk about my health journey, at around 28 was when I started realizing that, somebody was taking my vitality. Something was going on. Always been a super athlete, wrestling since a young lad. Before my teen, I think I started wrestling at 12, collegiate style wrestling. Uh, so it's always been that type of thing, just having to fight for your energy to be heard and expressed. You understand? Fight for a lot of things. A lot of us allow our dreams and such to die. You understand me? You need to wake up and fight for those things. If you don't think that you're in a fight, you gave up. You giving up. You understand me? So you need to go back and trace your steps back to the last time that you wasn't giving up. You understand? But your dreams, desires, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do here. And if you can't, you need to fight for that. You understand me? You have no choice. So you might as well sharpen yourself. Make fighting part of your dichotomy. You understand me? Physical, mental, and spiritual. You understand me? You have to. If you don't see mental as a fight, then you won't guard your mind. You won't guard your mentality. You understand? So, fight. Like I was telling y'all the other day about being buried with the seed. You understand me? Where the fuck? How you gonna grow if you won't be buried? Growth happens in the dark. You understand? Growth for a plant, for a seed, which was the analogy I made yesterday. That shit happens in the dark. When you hear your bones is growing and you a child and you growing, your children growing, you don't see them grow. That shit just happens. You there. You in your mother's womb, you growing. You don't see that shit. So growth happens in the dark. You understand me? The dark. You understand? So a lot of us don't want to go to the dark. We don't want to be buried to grow. So this is a war. You in. So we about to make it that shit. That's the theme of today's workout. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you don't know, I always suggest this book, Mentalism, Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, because it's a mental war. You understand? Also, you know, uh, people don't want to. That's where the illumination is at. If I can, I know the Bible, front and back. I used to do the Christian thing, but look at David and Goliath, my niggas. Yeah, I know the Christian shit. Don't get at me. I know you don't believe in this shit no more. But look at the Bible. You know the Bible. Look at everybody know David and Goliath. You American Negro. You know David and Goliath. Look at that shit. You understand? Look at that, man. David. So I used to teach the Bible. So David had one of the highest esteems from God in the Bible. God called David a man after his own heart, and David was a fighter. Samuel was the king before David. You understand? And Samuel didn't even recognize David until he fought Goliath. You understand? So for your affluence and your influence is tied to your fight. You understand me? Your consistency, you gotta fight for consistency. You understand? You gotta fight for it all. So I understand. I be directing you to Abraham Hicks and everybody else. And in this war of mentalism in mind, you have to, you at a place where you want to think positive, and maybe fighting ain't a positive thing for you to think about. You understand? But it's inevitable. So I went through that also. You do have to get with these positive energies, these extremely positive energies and philosophies and people. Get that shit. But I'm going to tell you, it's a greater control. Positivity is subjectivity. So if you got to be positive to make some shit that you want happen, you subject to some shit. You understand me? And there's a greater law. You understand, in positivity. You understand me? I'm not saying that fighting. Do you relegate fighting as an impossible? So I don't know. I honestly I don't know. I can't speak for you. I can't speak for your experience and what you experience. But from what I experienced, this shit is a fight. From the mental level to the spiritual level, scientific level. You look at your skin, fighting to be in this motherfucker. You understand? So it's a lot of things going on. If you white, the atmosphere is constantly attacking your ass. The pressure from the atmospheres are constantly attacking white folks. So Abraham Hicks talk about downstream. I feel you, sister. But your skin is in a fight, whether you like to acknowledge it or not. That melanoma is all on your ass. You understand me? So I have to take these folks down a notch that I send you to. I want you to go to them, but you understand. Understand. The truth gonna come from you getting with them. The truth ain't fully with them, but you got to get that mentality and as such on mentalism. But it's a fight. And this is what we're using, that fight energy, talking about Solomon, talking about the Bible, excuse me. Solomon is the wisest man they said in the Bible is a time. So we talking about ancient esoteric wisdom. So when I talk about the Bible, you go check out the Nag Hammadi library. That shit came straight out of Egypt. You understand? Copied. Check out the Tanakh, which is older than the Bible. You understand? The Revelations was copied. So you're talking about some wisdom and shit. Of course, there's technology in there. Of course, there's all this other shit up in there. But they don't need it. They don't need it. I gave it to them before, and what is the Nag Hammadi library? Check out the Nag Hammadi library. I just posted up some sources on Dr. Joseph Ben Jokanan, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Jose Pimento Bay. That'll help you out with your timelines and the Christianity shit and all other stuff. But it goes deeper than that and such. You need to get your own research on some things. There's an individual brother that I'm going to pull up. I'm going to post him up too, because he was the one who put me on to forbidden archaeology. This another one I reference all the time, and I can't never remember his name. You understand? But anyway, it's a fight, and it's not just. That's why people mess up though too, because it's not just one fight. Every day it's a fight. You understand me? And you gotta get up for that shit. That's gotta be the thing to motivate you. You understand? You gotta see fight as a motivating point to condition. You understand me? Because nobody is a better fighter than you. Facts, no fiction. You understand? You have to know that. You understand? And that's all it does. I'm not talking about walking in fear. I'm not talking about fear at all. I'm talking about motivating yourself to know you the biggest, baddest motherfucker in this place. And the only thing you've been running from is yourself. Nobody supposed to tell you what the fuck to do. And if anything rise up in front of you to tell you that shit, that's how you know you're supposed to crush it. What else can I tell you? You understand? Let's get into this workout. Fight for your family. Let me explain. All right, let me go in a little bit more. We got all these different dynamics, man. And we so ready to throw away our closest allies, our children. You gotta fight for your family. You understand? You know, if chances are it wasn't set up for you, you don't have a family structure set up or an ideal family structure set up. You need to be the one to set that up for your lineage. It need to start with you. You understand me? I don't care how people do it and have done it. You understand? You need to fight for your children, fight for your family. You understand? Fight for your community. You understand? That means, you don't throw your children away for shit. They gonna fuck up. You fucked up. Of course they gonna fuck up. She might come home pregnant early. And some other shit. Who knows what the fuck? But you got to settle in your mind. He might come home gay. You got to settle in your mind. You understand? I'm not throwing away my children for no fucking body. You understand? That's your closest ally. You push that motherfucker out your womb. You shot that nigga out your nuts. You understand? Why would you throw him away for anybody? Why wouldn't you make allowances for your children when you know you was drinking and drugging, thugging, not coming home or whatever the fuck else you was doing when you was a teenager, knowing damn well your mama had you when she was 13, 14, 16, 18 or whatever have you. You understand? Maybe you had got some sense and had a child later, but what you don't know what the energy is in your family lineage. I just want to tell you, America is anti-family. You understand? All the immigrants that come over here, they had a little family. After a couple generations, that shit is broken up. You understand? So you can't follow American ideals to maintain family. And this is about fighting. You understand me? We got to get off that hierarchy shit. I'm 38, but this is the first year I ever been 38. This is the first year I ever been 38. So this is me mastering 38. I never been 38 before. Your children is mastering 12, 13, 18, whatever, 21, however old they is. This is the first year they that year. So you got to understand, the dichotomy of this shit. And a lot of us can't understand that because we been stopped fighting. So you want them to stop fighting. Calm your ass down, little nigga. Calm your ass down. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. No. Because you stop fighting. You understand? Nah, that's going to be the elevation. They might be the elevation of your family lineage. Because you done stop fighting and you got to do what you got to do for your children, but you got to elevate. You understand? And they might be the elevation of that shit. You understand? But I'm just going to tell you, whatever's in your children is in your family lineage. And not only are they having to deal with that, those are the heroes for your family lineage. You understand? They are taking on some fucked up shit that's in your lineage of dysfunction in this motherfucker. You understand? So whatever dysfunction they pop up with, you need to embrace that shit. You need to coddle them. You need to, treat them like they a superhero. Cause they might be dealing with some shit that you ain't have to deal with. You understand me? Like your son come home, gay, homosexual. You need to be embracing your children. That might be something that could have jumped on your ass. You understand? And that's so they dealing with some shit that you ain't have to deal with. You understand? We ain't throwing your children away. You fucking kidding me? You stupid. You understand? I ain't throwing my son away, my daughter away for nobody. You understand? They gonna be up with me. You understand? Period. They not going nowhere. You understand? They not going nowhere because I'm always gonna have space for them around me. And that's how you need to do it. And you need to set that shit in your mind. Look ahead, man. You gotta look ahead at what other niggas experiencing so you don't catch you off guard. You understand? Look ahead. So don't catch you off guard. But you gotta fight for your family. Because it's really not designed, especially if you sending your children to school. Of course, they're going to have a different perspective on stupid shit that don't have nothing to do with your family and your ideals. That's why you got to teach them. Because some of them need school for the social environment, because that's a paramount thing. That's what homeschooling parents have to deal with, like myself, creating that social environment for your children. That's the biggest thing. But if they're in a school, teach them when they get home. Show them. All you got to do is show them the truth. Be the one who show the children the truth. And then you'll be the gateway of information. That's how you need to be for your children. But don't throw nobody away. Fight for every fucking body. Build community around yourself. You understand? Build community around yourself. We got to do better as a people. You understand? We got to do better as a people. Here it is. I'm 38. My daughter's 13. What if in the next couple years she come home pregnant? Do you think she ready to stay home and take care of a child, or did she gotta still live her? So we gotta be dynamic as parents. Your son gets somebody pregnant, he ready to go. Now you want him to go slave for somebody in the workforce and be a slave? Nah, you take that shit on the chin. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, if you building your children up right and making sure them they leading themselves with knowledge and wisdom, that's how we create the community that we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? No older men around me, you know, helping me with my responsibilities as a young king. You understand? Like, yo, here, go do your thing. I got him. I got you over here. Somebody you can respect. And we still young kings and young queens trying to make it ourselves. So if you didn't have that shit for yourself, why don't you try to provide it for somebody else? You understand? Why don't you try to be the OG, the matriarchal son? I'm adopting children left and right. You understand? Adopting people because I see the value in children. So we gotta fight for our communities. We gotta fight for our family. We gotta fight for our mental health, physically, mentally, spiritually. It's all a part of the whole thing. And if you negate one thing, you understand me, you're gonna open up the avenue for everything. You understand? You can't negate that the fact the motherfucking TV programming you just because you like the show. You understand? You can't do that. You understand? Unless you're going to combat it with some other shit. Because I listen to rap shit. I listen to rap music. All types of crazy, wild music. But I make sure I listen to everything else. You got to have balance. And sometimes I don't listen. I'll take a spare and a break off from some rap music. You understand me? But I like the energy that it creates and shit. So there's an alchemy to using and being part of anything and things that you can utilize. But I still like the alchemy and energy that some knowledge and wisdom creates. Some of you guys can't even listen to an hour long video because this shit is too long. And I'm not talking about my shit. I just posted some people, other scholars shit. You understand? So, but that's it. I'm talking a lot about, thing. I don't even know if I'm staying off topic. Fear. You know, let's shake that shit. Let's move forward. Fighting in a powerful way. Fight for your family. Fight for everything you need. You understand? And there's also an alchemy to, things going on without a fight. There's an alchemy to that. But right now, for our workout, that's the alchemy what we using. And I want you to understand that philosophy when I talk about it in your life. You understand? You know, we got to do different. As a community, if we talking about healing and shit. But that's it. I'm about to cut this one and start the next one. That live.